Hey guys, DLC Reviewer here, and today we should be talking about whether or not Gage Sniper Pack is worth buying. The Gage Sniper Pack introduces 3 new weapons, which each of the weapons have their own modifications, 4 new masks, with those masks being the Asilidae, the Suvdor Mantis, the Tarantula, and the Vespula, with 4 materials and patterns which I will not be covering. The Gage Sniper Pack also introduced 2 new assets called the Vantage Point and Zip Lines, with the Vantage Point allowing you to get higher ground above the enemies and Zip Lines allowing you to transport bags more efficiently. The Gage Sniper Pack also comes with new achievements, 9 of the achievements which need the Gage Sniper Pack to actually acquire, and 8 of the achievements which can be done without having the DLC. At the time that the Gage Sniper Pack was released, Overkill were celebrating the Payday 2 official Steam group reaching 500,000 members and released the golden AK-762 for free to all of the community members who joined the Steam group. So first we shall talk about the Rattlesnake, but first some trivia. The basic Rattlesnake was most likely based on the Remington MSR with the default body being similar to that of the Remington M700. Its modified version resembles a composite of it and another M700 derivative, the M2010 ESR, as its aluminum handguard of the tactical aluminum body mod is the long-handed version used by the M2010, but otherwise it almost completely resembles the MSR. Both rifles are nearly identical. So let's have a look at the Rattlesnake. The Rattlesnake unlocks at level 15, its inventory slot of primary, which is a sniper rifle. Its firing mode is bolt action and costs 327,000 in-game dollars. It has a base magazine of 10, total ammo of 40, rate of fire 60, damage of 160, accuracy of 84, stability of 28, concealment of 5, and threat of 26. The mods that are available for the Rattlesnake are the Long Barrel, which is a Gage Sniper Pack item in the barrels, the Sniper Suppressor, which is part of the Gage Sniper Pack in the barrel extensions, 5 boosts, concealment, stability, accuracy, tune boost, and total ammo. In gadgets, we have the Assault Light and the Tactical Laser Module, which are now part of a pack, the Compact Laser Module and the Military Laser Module, which are part of the Gage Mod Courier Pack, the Angled Sight, which is part of the Gage Sniper Pack, and the LED Combo, which is part of the Butcher Mod Pack. In sights, we have the Holographic Sight, the Professional's Choice Sight, the Surgeon Sight, the Akoff Optic Scope, Military Red Dot Sight, Mil-Spec Scope, the Seymour Sight, which is part of the Armored Transport DLC, the Combat Sight, the Compact Hollow Sight, the Specular Sight, the Trigonum Sight, and the Solar Sight, which are all part of the Gage Mod Courier Pack, and the Thea Magnified Scope, which is part of the Gage Sniper Pack. And in stocks, we have the Tactical Aluminum Body, which is part of the Gage Sniper Pack also. The Rattlesnake is the lightest and fastest firing of the 3 sniper rifles added in the Gage Sniper Pack. Outside of Death Wish difficulty, it is capable of killing any non-special unit with a single headshot thanks to its 160 damage. Whilst it lacks the fire rate of the M308, the Rattlesnake has a more total ammo and less awkwardly positioned sight mount, making it easier to use with low magnification sights. The Rattlesnake is the weakest of all the sniper rifles and is most comparable to the Lebensauger 308, which is in another pack. So what do I think of the Rattlesnake? Like I said, it's definitely the worst out of the 3 snipers in the Gage Sniper Pack. I didn't really like it as much as the other ones. Even with all the modifications, it's still pretty bad. So out of the 3 of them, I wouldn't even go near it. It's not worth it. I mean, like, it's good if you're at the going into Infamy and you just need a sniper rifle that'll, at least headshot things on Overkill, but never take it on Death Wish. It is a waste of time. It's not Death Wish worthy at all. Unless you're taking a Berserker build with you or something like that that'll increase the damage. So now we shall look at the OR9 Tree, but first some trivia. The OR9 Tree, as its name suggests, was based on the Blaster OR9 Tree LRS2 PSR, as evident by its straight pull bolt, stock, and raised scope mount. It can be mocked up to vaguely resemble the Blaster OR9 Tree semi-weight sporting variant while equipped with the wooden body. It is also one of the few weapons in-game to retain its real name, or at least parts of it. So now we look at the stats for the OR9 Tree. The OR9 Tree unlocks at level 35, and it's a primary weapon, a sniper rifle. Its firing mode is bolt action and costs 798,000 in-game dollars. It has a magazine of 6, total ammo of 30, rate of fire of 50, damage of 280, accuracy of 92, stability of 12, concealment of 5, and threat of 31. The OR9 Tree sniper rifle has a short barrel and a compensated suppressor, which are both part of the Gage Sniper Pack, which are under the barrels. The same 5 boost mentioned for the Rattlesnake. The same gadgets mentioned with the Rattlesnake. Rattlesnake, the same sights, and the only available mod in stock is the wooden body, which is part of the Gage Sniper Pack. The OR9 Tree is the middle ground between the quickfire Rattlesnake sniper rifle and the high damage Thanatos 50 cal, which is what we will be covering next. Because of this, the OR9 Tree is particularly effective against special enemies at long range, while still being efficient at dealing with standard enemies thanks to its ammo count. Outside of the Death Wish difficulty, it has the ability to kill any enemy with a single headshot beside bulldozers, and headshots are not necessary for non-special enemies. On Death Wish, however, the taser and the cloaker could be both killed with a headshot plus a body shot. The biggest weakness of the OR9 Tree is its small magazine of 6. While most shots on the target result in a kill, the sheer number of enemies that appear during an assault make crowd control difficult with the OR9 Tree alone. So care should be taken when aiming and one should attempt to kill multiple enemies with one shot if the opportunity presents itself for maximum ammo efficiency. So, the OR9 Tree, what do I think of it? If I'm not playing on Death Wish, or if I'm using a Berserker build where the lower health you have, the more damage you do, I definitely take it. The OR9 Tree is definitely my sniper to go. While the Thanatos may do a fun ton of damage, it's just the OR9 Tree is so much easier. You don't have to rely on just killing specials with it. You can also pick off common units such as the heavy response units or the Gensect elites. Although it may only have 6 shots, it will more than likely kill the enemy if you have the right build or if you just mod it out so it does enough damage. And last but not least, we shall be looking at the Thanatos 50 caliber. But first, some trivia. The Thanatos 50 cal is based on the Beretta M95 bolt action anti-material rifle. The real-life M95 rifle is very heavy. The rifle alone weighs 23.5 pounds, or 10.7 kilograms unloaded. Even though it's heavier than the LMGs, it doesn't slow the player's movement in-game as the LMGs do. The proper shooting posture of the M95 involves the user lying flat on their stomach with the rifle's bipods fully deployed and shots being fired from that position. While one can have enough physical training and aptitude to control the rifle from a standing position for a short time, it would be nearly impossible to do it for more than a couple of seconds, especially considering the sheer power of the shots, which could knock back the shooter very easily. Finally, we will look at the stats for the Thanatos. The Thanatos unlocks at level 65 and is a primary weapon sniper rifle with firing mode being bolt action and costs 921,000 in-game dollars. It has a magazine of 5, total ammo of 15, rate of fire of 40, damage of 2,900, accuracy of 92, stability of 4, concealment of 1, and threat of 37. The available mods for the Thanatos 50 cal are as follows. In barrels, we have the Tank Buster barrel, the CQB barrel, and the Suppressed barrel, which are all part of the Gage Sniper Pack. We have the same 5 boosts as mentioned with the other 2 sniper rifles, the same gadgets, and the same sights. In grips, we have the Ergo Grip and the Pro Grip, which are not part of a pack, and the Rubber Grip and the Straight Grip, which are both part of Gage Weapon Pack 1. The Thanatos 50 cal is an extreme damage sniper rifle with almost 3,000 base damage per shot, the second highest damage per round in the game by a factor of 10, and the highest damage weapon to receive standard ammo pickups. It is surpassed in damage only by the HRL7, which is a rocket launcher which can be obtained through the Overkill Pack DLC, which I will cover later on in the series. However, one can only carry 15 rounds total, 19 with the fully loaded skill. The number of shots received from ammo boxes dropped is only 0.6, and the reload speed and fire rate are both low. The Thanatos is particularly effective against the bulldozer, as it only takes 2 body shots to kill them, as all other enemies can be killed with a single body shot, including the shield, the maximum force responders. However, unless ammo is plentiful, the player should save their 50 cal ammunition for special enemies in dangerous positions. The Thanatos is one of the most expensive weapons in the game, tied with the Gage Tree, Pachette L2A1, the GL40, and the Uzi. So the Thanatos. It is a terribly powerful weapon. If you use it with Berserker, or you get that skill which makes silenced weapons deal 15% more damage, I can't remember the name of the skill right now, it just becomes an absolute beast of a weapon. It can do tons upon tons of damage. And as I said, it's capable of killing every enemy in the game in one shot other than bulldozers and skulldozers. The Thanatos has a crazy amount of damage, and if you ace Silent Killer and equip the Suppressed barrel, it can increase the damage from 2,900 to 3,120, which is an incredible amount and can kill skulldozers in about 2 to 3 shots. However, if you also ace Berserker and ace Overkill, the Suppressed Thanatos 50 cal's damage can reach over 10,920. This, compounded with the effects of Underdog, the damage value per shot can attain a monstrous rating of 12,558 points. However, you need to be down in bleed out mode and surrounded by 3 or more enemies for this to work effectively, so it probably won't happen. But still, it can do a crazy amount of damage if modded out correctly. Unfortunately, you will need to keep your shots for only special units. As I said previously, I wouldn't even shoot commons with it even if there was ammo. It's just not worth it, like wasting all of that power when you could kill cloakers and tasers. Just keep a good secondary on you. Like, I don't know, like the Uzi or the Leo pistol or the Bronco even. Just something other than just relying on the Thanatos, because you will run out of shots very quickly, and also the reload speed on it is kind of slow, so you'll be sitting around for a while waiting for it to reload. So, that is all of the weapons in the Gage Sniper Pack. Stick around until after the montage, in which I will say whether or not the Gage Sniper Pack is worth buying or not. So see you in a couple of minutes.
Feels like old times, huh? Alright, safety's off. Get down there. This is going to be in one of these murky water shipping containers.
I'll go through all of this info if it kills me in the process. I'll find who set me up, who set us up, and we'll deal with that fucker accordingly. Give me some time to look through all of this and I'll get back to you with the name of that bastard.
Listen up. This is a robbery. We want to harm no one. We're after the bank.
Captain is on the ground!
Close the formation. Tactical advance.
Captain has arrived in the AO! It's here!
That was intense, gang. Locke already sent over our share. Still uneasy about him, but let's see where things go with this guy.
So, is the Gage Sniper Pack worth it? Well, of course it is. I mean, like, the Rattlesnake is terrible. But the OR9 Tree and the Thanatos are definitely worth it, just because of the fact that the OR9 Tree can insta-kill a lot of things on Death Wish if you use the right builds. And the Thanatos just, it's a powerhouse. You go through walls with that thing. Literally well, you do that with all the sniper rifles, I guess. But, I don't know, I haven't really done it. I think there's an achievement for it, there might be. But anyway, like, you get the Rattlesnake, the OR9 Tree, the Thanatos. You get to use all of the sniper modifications for any other sniper rifles, including the free ones. The masks are, you unlock them through the achievements. I don't really care about the materials and patterns, to be honest. But it's just the fact that you get all those weapons, you get all the mods to use of everything, or of all the other snipers. And the achievements are pretty difficult. I mean, like, I got the achievement there in that play. So yes, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth whatever the price is. I'm actually going to quickly Google whatever the price is. Well, it's €3, but right now it's 74 cents because of the 75% off thing. But yeah, €3. It's definitely worth the €3, which is probably $4. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let's see, what am I doing next? Let's have a look at the roulette. Next is the Gage Shotgun Pack. So I'll have that up eventually. Yeah, eventually seems like a good word. So see you guys until next time. Bye.